Let me tell you something that could change your life and your business forever. Now, most people believe that when it comes to growing their businesses, that success comes from the big moves, the grand gestures, the massive decisions. But I've come to realize through the years of running my own business and being around very successful people in their businesses that it's not these big things that make the biggest difference. It is actually the smaller things. It's the commitments that they make to themselves. It's the daily habits and practices that they cultivate into their lives that are responsible for them going to the next level in their business. So, if you are someone looking to grow your business, looking to go to the next level, then today's video is for you, where I share with you 4 daily habits that you can start practicing right now. And I promise you, it's not one of the habits that you usually typically hear about. They're things that you probably haven't thought about or heard about before. So let's dig in with the first one. The first habit that successful people and entrepreneurs and business owners have is that they do the boring things. That's something I really did not understand in the past. And I think this is the one thing that separates successful entrepreneurs and business owners from those who continue to struggle. You see, for many entrepreneurs and business owners, myself included for a long time, we are excited by the newness of things. We want to create new offers. We want to create new products. We want to change things around to keep things exciting. This is actually the definition of being an entrepreneur, is someone who thinks of something new and then goes out and creates it. But here's where this is a problem. This becomes a problem because if you continue following the shiny objects, if you continue following your passion and jumping from one offer to the next, from one product to the next, from one program to the next, you end up taking small steps in each direction without actually reaching a massive or a big goal. What's much better than that is to stick to one thing at a time, one project, one offer, one program at a time, and continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. Yes, it will get boring, and that is a sign that you're doing it right. Business is not supposed to entertain you. If you want your business to entertain you, you need to be looking for a hobby to enjoy. Now, I'm not saying business should be something that you really don't enjoy, but what I'm saying is that for a business to succeed, you need to have processes in place. You need to repeat the same thing so you can tell what's working and what's not, so you can improve on what you've done in the past. And you know what? All of these things are really, really boring. But that's what makes your business grow. Not a single successful business out there is built by someone who wants to create this today and this tomorrow. That's not how it works. Stick to doing the boring things day in, day out, and the momentum will build and your business will grow. There's no two ways about it. Habit number 2, and you've probably heard me talk about that if you've been following me for any amount of time, and that is to protect your time. Your time is a precious, priceless, valuable thing, and it's up to you to use it wisely, to use it respectfully, and to use it intentionally. When I hear people saying that they don't have time to do the important things to them, the way that I hear it is that I haven't made the time. You see, nobody has time. Nobody just wakes up and says, "Oh, I have 7 hours free today." No. Time is always taken by things and obligations and family and friends and work and all of the things. But who gets to decide where your time goes? It's only you. And as a business owner, if you actually want to see the momentum in your business, if you actually want to start making more money, then you understand that this takes focus and time. And if you continue being generous with your time, giving it away to anybody who calls and you pick up in the middle of a task, or someone who tells you, "I'm here from out of town," so you drop whatever you're doing and you go to see them, or someone invites you to run a free workshop, so you jump and do that and you drop what you're working on. That's easy to do when you're running your own business because you don't have a boss who's telling you, "No, you need to finish this." You don't have any colleagues to tell you, "You promised me to deliver this to me." You're working on your own, and that's a problem. The person who needs to be disciplined with their time, the person who needs to protect their time is you. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Nobody's going to respect your time if you don't respect it. And all of the successful entrepreneurs I know, and look around you, anyone that you follow, you admire, these people are extremely protective of their time. They know where it's spent and on what. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're busy all of the time. The way that I see it, and I've talked about this, I think, in the past, maybe last year, my word for one of the past few years was white space, because I wanted to have space in my calendar every single day to just be, to breathe, to think, to spend time with myself. So I'm not saying by protecting your time, it means that you're scheduled every hour of the day to see someone or do something. I mean, you know where your time is going, and you are the one who's deciding and protecting it. Habit number 3 is to be your word. This is a habit that's all about integrity. And I don't mean integrity towards others, I'm talking about integrity between you and yourself. When you say you're going to do something, when you commit to doing something, even if nobody else is involved, do you keep your promises to yourself? And do you think successful people who've made it really big, who you look up to and you admire, do you think these people keep their promises to themselves or not? They absolutely do. I got this one from a book called The Four Agreements. Maybe you've read it. It's by Don Miguel. And it's a beautiful, beautiful book with 4 things that he recommends that we live by in our lives. And one of them, I don't remember how he worded it, but it's about being your word, being the person who shows up when they say they're going to show up for themselves, being the person who does the uncomfortable work because they said they would. Your word is so important. And when you say you're going to do something and you actually do it, you start building more self trust with yourself. And with that, you become more motivated to do other things, because guess what? Now you became the person who does what they say they're going to do, and you trust yourself to do that. So you start making bigger plans and bigger tasks to tackle. And you start actually achieving these things because you made the promise to yourself to be your word. Habit number 4, and probably the most important one of all, and that is the habit of never giving up. This is the one habit that truly makes the difference. This is the habit that guarantees your success. Look around you right now. Every successful person you know is the person who did not give up. Through failure, through rejection, through things not working out, what did they do? They got up again and they continued going. The only way that you fail is when you decide to stop, is when you decide to give up. So, this habit is one thing that you really, really need to integrate into your heart to understand that my success is inevitable. It's gonna happen. And the only way it won't happen is if I stop trying, if I give up on my dream. So, if you cultivate this habit, then congratulations, you are already an extremely successful person. Now, in today's video, we talked about 4 habits to cultivate and to start in your business to help you grow, based on all of the amazing people that we see around us and all the amazing entrepreneurs. And if you're interested in learning things that you need to stop doing in your business, that you're probably doing unintentionally, that is slowing you down, then I'll point you to this video that you can go watch right after this one, where I walk you through some of the mistakes that you're probably making in your business, and more importantly, how to avoid them. Now, one more thing that I want to invite you to do is to download my free training, a 5-step process where I help you make your first or your next $1,000 in your business, where I walk you literally step by step. It's a 30-minute free mini training that you can watch at your own time, at your own pace, and you can download it from the link underneath this video. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next week.